Well, I want to do one on ROCD especially because my book has been my latest project and investment. And as I said, in the fall, I plan on teaching on this in course material, which I think could be very, very valuable. But anyway, the question is an ROCD question. And hi, Mark, I want to say, first of all, your teaching and videos have been a blessing to my life. So thank you for that. I've been struggling with OCD for over 5 years now that I know of. And I have almost every OCD you can think of. You might be surprised that there's probably more you haven't thought of. Guilt confession, ROCD, cleaning OCD, and religious OCD. Me and my boyfriend have been going out for almost 3 years.
3 years? You need to wrap this up.
Yeah, put a ring on it. Let's do this.
And I've been struggling with so much in between time. This past year, God showed me how much I've been my entire identity around this one relationship, to the point where I think I've changed myself to a different person for him. I want to push back on this a little bit. My whole identity is wrapped around this relationship. Many obsessors can say that. I'm just so wrapped up in it. You have an obsession issue, and the very nature of obsession is it creates this disturbance that you're always on high alert about, and you're needing some help to work through that. So it's not necessarily where your identity's wrapped around. And the whole statement of I've changed myself to a different person for him. I think when you're in relationship and it gets closer and closer, there are adjustments that are made. I think there's lots of things my wife could say I wouldn't have done or gone into or been interested in had it not been for her. And I could say there's many things in my life it wasn't for my wife that I wouldn't have done or wouldn't seen happen in my life. So I'm hesitant to just kind of throw that label on. It also just feeds the obsessive distortions anyways. So God really opened my eyes and showed me in some areas that I have, and I've realized I've become codependent and idolizing this relationship. Again, I want to push back on that too. Obsessors in relationship will misinterpret codependency and idolatry. They do it all the time. At the end of the 1 John Bible study, I want to do a little bit longer take on the last verse where John says, stay away from idols. And I've mentioned this before. Christianity uses this word idolatry as an arbitrary thing. You can just apply to anything. Anything you like, it's an idol. And many OCDers mistake their spinning and their whatever they're struggling with codependency. So they write to me, Mark, I have this codependency issue I'm needing to fix. Now, it's really OCD. Yeah, codependency may be in there as well too, but the dominating force is your obsession. So you're confusing ROCD with codependency and idolatry. I know you said God really opened your eyes and showed me, but can I be a brother from another mother and go, let's not put the huge God label on it. You've been in a relationship for 3 years. It's time to make a decision. It's time to move forward in this. That's a big part. The relationship isn't taking steps forward. So 3 years is a long time, and relationships are meant to grow and move forward. So that's where I would encourage your focus to be in forward movement. I don't know who I to the point that I don't know who I am without it. I don't know what to do. He's a great guy, and he's never asked me to change or do anything for him. He's very accepting. Yeah. So this codependent idolatry thing, you have an OCD issue, and you even yourself said you have just about every OCD that there is. So that shows you have an obsessive compulsive lens about life, which will cause you to get on these tangents that are not going to be fruitful for you. And even the fruit, he's not doing these kind of things to pull on this, to pull on you idolizing or being codependent. It has helped me the best he can through all of my OCD struggles. Do I leave him? Do I take a break and find out who I am first? This is a classic distortion. Again, it's going back to I might be with the wrong person. I got to get out because I don't know who I am. And so we think I got to find who I am by myself. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna use the word worldly.
Oh, here he's gonna go. This is my kind of talk now.
I'm gonna use the word worldly. That is a worldly mindset. I got to find who I am by myself somewhere. You hear the world talking about this a lot. It's a way to just get away from people. We learn who we are by practicing in relationship. You practice. You practice who you are. You read in the scriptures what God says about your identity, and you practice that in your life. And then you stumble, and then you get anxious, and you get insecure, and you fall apart, and you're goofy, and you have weakness, and you keep practicing your identity. So the issue that I would bring to your attention is you've been in this relationship long enough that it needs steps forward. It's creating a stagnancy, so you're overthinking a lot of things, and what it needs is now facing the fear that ROCD brings about.